What awesome holiday gift did you get someone that you can't tell them about yet but want to brag about?
My fiance's grandma makes these really labor-intensive stockings whenever someone enters the family, birth, marriage, and she just finished mine after a year of working on it. No one in the nearly 40 years that she has been making these has ever made her one, so she's the only one in the family who doesn't have one. She has no clue that while she's been making mine, I've been making one for her for Christmas this year.
My nan loves doing jigsaw puzzles and my nan's cat loves ruining said puzzles by pulling them off the table and generally being a nuisance. I took a picture of her cat laying on a puzzle she was doing a little while ago and had a puzzle made of that picture.
We're surprising our kids, 14 and 11, on Christmas morning. We'll open all the presents, have cinnamon rolls, etc. Then drop the old, "Oh, there's one more present hiding back there, it will be snorkeling gear." Opening parenthesis question mark closing parenthesis dot. Then we'll tell them to pack their bags because we're leaving for Hawaii in 4 hours. Should be epic. Update and question: so, my wife is now getting cold feet about surprising them on Christmas morning with it. Her reasoning, which I get, is that if we surprise them with it Christmas Eve night, then they have more time to prepare for a trip, rather than finding out the day of on Christmas. I get that, but my worry is that if we tell them Christmas Eve, then it will change Christmas morning significantly. I am hoping to have a normal and awesome Christmas morning, but with this then as the crazy huge surprise at the end. Then we all pack up and leave. There's plenty of time to pack and get to the airport. I hear where she is coming from, giving more notice might be good and would still be a surprise on Christmas Eve. But I worry doing that will dampen, change, mess up Christmas morning. And how cool would it be to say, "Pack your bags. We're leaving for Hawaii in a few hours"? What say you, collective wisdom of Reddit people who see this post?
My daughter asked for a phone this year and I pretty much told her that was definitely not going to happen. I got her a Note 10. I'm planning on wrapping it in a huge box with multiple smaller boxes, Russian doll style, and it will be the last one she opens. I'm so giddy that I've almost accidentally told her a few times already. I can't wait for Christmas morning.
I got my mom 2 charms of me and my brother. She's always saying she doesn't have any pictures of us and I've had the backs of them engraved with, "You mean the world to us." As for my dad, a trait I got from him is never having my hands empty. I've always got something in them, normally a pen to fiddle with, something he also does, and so I brought a high-end cross pen and got it engraved. The name of the collection the pen came from also happens to be our last name, so the stars aligned on that one.
I bought my parents a star chart of the night they were married. They were 17 and told they could never make it, and over 35 years later they still love each other so much, and I wanted to commemorate that day for them.
I got my dad a framed picture of him and his cousin Janie. She passed away earlier this year at 89 and was basically the matriarch of the family. She helped raise him and his siblings after his mum died and his father couldn't take care of them for a while. She was one of the most giving and selfless people I've ever known, and he doesn't really have any pictures of that side of his family, so I'm hoping this is something that will make him smile whenever he looks at it.
This will probably get buried, but a few years ago, I wanted to get my sister a tote bag that said "Totes Ma Goats" on it, with a goat on it. I found one, but I also found a site where I could get 20 of them for the same price. So, every birthday and Christmas she's been getting a present in a Totes Ma Goats bag. It's been going on for 3 years now. She even got her bridesmaid's gift in one. I think I've convinced her that I don't have any more. But this year I got her a tote bag that looks similar to it, but has a totally different design. Found it at a thrift store super cheap, and guess what's going to be in it? A Totes Ma Goats bag. I'm getting her other things I know she likes, but can't wait to see the look on her face. Haha.
My mom's coming from the West Coast to visit me in Vermont for the first time. What she doesn't know is that I'm meeting her at the airport and we're going to Ireland, which is her bucket list destination.
My girlfriend never treats herself at all and doesn't enjoy shopping for clothes and accessories. She only has one small purse that's going on 6 to 7 years old. I was in Italy last month, and while I was in Florence I stopped in Ben Hart, a super highly recommended shop, and got her a new one that's a similar style, color. She doesn't like when people spend money on her, so she'll flip her lid a little, in a good way.
My grandpa passed away last year around Christmas, and it's been really hard on my whole family because we were all very close to him. My sister always watches old videos of him because she loves to hear his voice, so I got her personalized teddy bear dressed like him, flannel, glasses, mustache, with a recording inside that plays a voicemail that he had left her that says, "Keep this thought with you, your grandfather, Michael, adores you." It plays whenever you hug it and I can't wait until she sees it! Exclamation mark.
My grandpa has dementia. Prior to that time, he was really into genealogy. It's something his own father was into as well. I got him a family tree sculpture that has small photo frames, and I've gone through old family photos and had the best ones professionally printed, and I've put them into this sculpture. It goes as far back as to the first photos that his father took with their first camera. So not only are there photos of the whole family, but you get to see how technology has improved over time too. He may not remember what he said 5 minutes ago, but he loves to talk about the past, and I really hope he loves this gift. I crocheted a dragon egg dice bag for a D&D Discord server Secret Santa exchange. My recipient lives in the UK, so my bag skipped the pond and it's on its way. I'm proud of how it came out.
My sister is away teaching English in another country. Her pet cockatiel sadly passed away this year. I got her a small geometric cockatiel charm and gold chain necklace. I bought it in August and is my favorite gift this year. Also, my mum wanted 20 cheap storage bins to stack her shoes in, and I wrapped each one individually with random doodads in every single one.
My brother loves The Office but is upset that it's leaving Hulu. So I got the complete series for him and got it signed by Steve Carell. I bought my buddy a GameCube ASCII controller. It's literally a regular GC controller with a full PC keyboard just stuck in the middle, with the 2 sets of buttons and handles on each end. Just imagine cutting a GameCube controller in half and gluing the 2 ends to a PC keyboard and you basically have it. Was originally designed to work with a single game, Phantasy Star Online, one of the few GC games with online connectivity, and possibly Nintendo's earliest attempt at online console gaming. Had it shipped all the way from Japan. My friends and I are big gamers, and my friend is a huge geek for obscure games and gaming artifacts sort of forgotten by history. We watched a YouTube video on it recently, and that's what prompted me to buy it for him.
I have a baby grand piano being delivered on the 23rd for my wife. She has wanted one since we have been married 7 years, and I have said, someday, for a while. She has been taking lessons again, since childhood, for 1.5 years and is getting good. I hid funds for a couple months to pay for it and had to take a day off work to go look at one 100 miles away. Also, she is picking up her mum and brother from the airport the day of delivery, so it'll be in our living room as a surprise when she gets back. She's going to a party tonight, so I'm going to wrap some decoy presents and place them under the tree. She's 7 months pregnant with our first child, so I wanted to blow it out this year. Edit, sweet gold. I'll certainly update after the surprise. Update, she was shocked. I had her walk into the living room with her eyes closed. When she opened them, she just kept repeating, "Oh my God." Apparently she had zero clue and suspected nothing.
Consider subscribing.